Hey chickadees, happy Sunday morning. Swarm Sunday. Let's see what we got going on and just getting the notifications going and everything. All those places, so while we allow people to get into the stream. I should probably give a link. Let me do that. And we'll do that stuff. So getting there. So what does Apex have for us today? We'll press start. I'm just gonna get that going and send off the notifications. All the different stuff that we do. Make sure you give a like to the video. Get it boosted up, hopefully. Action hunt payout, yes. Anomalous phenomenon, of course. Daily events, and today's hunter, which is destroy the hostiles. Okay, that's what I thought. And is it destroy? Yes, destroy, not damage. Damage is the other event. So too bad they won't let us do some building of the Stellas. Not that I'm ready to do one right now, but of course it's probably too easy for them as far as they're concerned, so. All right, let me get this out. Trying to get hashtag Star Trek Fleet Command going on Twitter. Join me in that effort. Please tweet out all kinds of STFC stuff on hashtag Star Trek Fleet Command. Get that. And we'll copy that link. And now we'll get it thrown out on Discord and stuff, so. How are people doing on the Lorca event or the Terran event? Possibly is what it's called, depending on who you are and how you call it. Let's see, hopefully I'm in this. Let's see. Let's see. It is notifying my alliances and all that stuff. And I'm in it. That's right. I'm in a new alliance on the baby account, so we'll log into that. Check that. On a side note, my my Marvel Strike Force team, we're in a We're in a battle. Hey, Harmonica Luke, how you doing? Well, it's Monday for you, I believe. I was gonna say happy Sunday. I know we've had that discussion before. Hello, I'm just firing off the notifications, so hopefully a few more people can join us and everything and getting on there. But how is your, I guess, are you starting off your work day? Is that what's going on? Later, I'm going to be drinking. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, but you're in Australia, so my understanding is you'll be drinking at work anyway. Sorry, I have a story about that, but anyway, so it may not be that different. Your holiday is starting. Uh-oh, that sounds good. Is holiday vacation? Is that what that? No, you need this. Oh, very nice. Very nice. So you're working and going, doing uni as well. Constant drinking. You're not traveling. Oh, very nice. Let's see. Did I get everybody? No. I'm almost done with these navigating. Probably. Well, that sounds cool. So you stay busy then if you're working and uni at the same time. Which, good on you. For sure. Alright. Okay, the phone, I don't need to do this anymore, so I can just plug it on in. Make sure to do us a favor and drop a like on the video while it's going. Hopefully that'll help promote it in the algorithm, and then you can do the same again after it finalizes up if you're trying to help promote. So what's cool, Luke? So we're seeing, it looks like we're just killing a lot. I mean, understandably. I thought maybe it was the hull damage one. It's been a while. I expected, you know, we were expecting Borg Mega Cube is what had been happening every 2 months. So I prefer to get this one, but what's going on here? Midge. Ugh. Well, I'll go help. Let me see what I can do. Everyone's growing, so Midge is, you know, important. On my way. Of course, that's an epic. I'll take that. If I can fill it me in. I'm gonna get tier 3 Lorca from this SLB. Congratulations. I haven't unlocked Lorca, so you know, it's helping. I didn't expect this one either. Yes, this leaderboard, you know, this is one we've had during battle passes instead. So when they threw it there, I'm like, what are they doing? You know, because again, I'm always like, what is Scopely doing? Scopely is doing something. What is it they're doing? So I did a bunch. Oh, let's get in. I haven't done my. We need to do anomalous phenomena, and of course Swarm Sunday. I'm gonna join this stuff. Been working. Well, I've been futilely working on lowering my feds while I raise these others. I mean, I still want the credits though, so I'm like, don't want to hamstring myself too much. Congrats on that. I am rank 18. Okay, I've fallen a few. I think I was rank 9 or 10 yesterday when I logged off from stream. So but I don't have any more directives unless, you know, well, I don't have any more rare and epic. Well, yeah, I used all my epics and I had 1 rare, so left over. If they sell us a Galactic Armada pack, I will consider it, because that one has proven to be useful for me. And then just trying to do the spend on things. So let's see. I did a bunch of mining last night after reset just to kind of get things going for the dailies. And as you can see, did I mine everything? I might have. Let me see. I mined everything. Look at me. I haven't done that in ages. It was easy because everyone was mining data. Hey Mick, how you doing? Happy Sunday as well. But yeah, on data mining day of Apex Rogue, it was very easy to get nodes for G3 mining. So just a tip, you know. There we go. Let's collect some of this. And we got the critical on the lead thing, so we get a bunch of away team credits. 7,182. That's what we're talking about, Nero. Betcha. I think, do I have a... Oh, I gotta sign into chat. Right, it makes me... Like, this is my chat. Let me talk. Excuse me while I type this out. Let's see here. And on this keyboard, I could never type correctly anyway. Good thing it's a gaming keyboard, and when I try to write... Oh. Yes, yes. Two-factor, please, yes. It is me. Let the streamer into his own chat, please. But I'm glad they secure it. Yes, it's me. They're like, hey, did you know that there's a sign-in? Yes, there is. I hope so. I tried to sign in. I just wanted to take stuff off. And yeah, we traditionally want this one as well, and then I don't think these are updated. They brush that. Oh, right. I think I had these working, but I don't think they work on this side now that I think about it. I think I have them working when I'm using this software for Twitch, I think was the issue. Oh yeah, it was Twitch specific, that's right. As it was my loyalty. So, Harmonica's getting ready to go on holiday. Mick, what about you? What are you looking into? Anything good? Ooh, nice. What does that look like? There's whoop whoop, yeah. You betcha. Okay, let's see if we can get this to load properly, because I'm like, is there another... Loading. Certainly need those. Let's see. I'm gonna get power down to that, but let's get a ship going so we can grind. Well, let's think about that in a minute. Let's get our pike ship going. Well, first, let's just jump around. All right. I did have spending though. I'm trying to get the disco summoning. I got one more. I got to grind up so I can summon finally with my disco, which is important to me, and I'm behind on that. So let's see. Exciting and new. Want to summon? Let's talk all about you. I guess these guys are all sitting over there. All right, there we go. And who will give me another 3%er? There we go. Look, what the pitfall has been, I've been leveling up my discovery and then forgetting that takes away from my ability to do the research. So, because of those spore things. Sport drive components, which seem to take far too long to get. So let's do our jumping. Let's get that repairing briefly, and then get it going. Jump, jump. And we'll do a full pull. Okay, it registered, so jump. And jump, wait for it to register, verify that it really is, and then we'll go from there. It's my OCD type of verification, just like I want to make sure. Hate it when we send them back. Hello, Romy. Good morning or noon. I forget where you are. It is morning for me, but good morning to you. Is it Sunday morning, Sunday noonish for you? East Coast states. All right, let's jump back. Welcome on in. Thanks for being here. Sure to put a like down there on the video to help it kind of promote it up. I appreciate it if you do. Appreciate you being here too, just period. Disco event. Fully completed. There we are. Okay. Grab some of that stuff in a minute, but let's see here. Okay. Bike is hanging out. Let's get. I put some more parts on the Bobby G. Hello as well. You're CST. Okay, cool. And Bobby G. Hello as well. Live long and prosper. I can't do it without my little pinky doesn't like to. It doesn't like this other finger, so it's like no. There you go. So I have to tape it. I have to do that. So. Kind of good because when I play guitar, I need that pink. I have to work on that pinky to do more things. So, guitar. So, anyway, I digress. Hey, info, how are you doing? Wait, cancel. Fly. Welcome in. Happy Sunday, folks. Roy Shane is here as well. Mick, you got? Can you tell us where to find faction scouts? Sorry for the spell. No problem. No problem with this. With the spelling. Did they start? Yeah, let me show you. Because obviously they're in faction space, but they're up around 32, 33 levels is where they start, I believe. So I'll point out some places. Any particular zone you're looking for, or any particular faction? I usually probably show in Fed space or something initially. So let's give me some health while I get this going. There's probably some map or on scouts, but after you start getting up a little higher into what I call the middle ranges of there, you'll find scouts pretty quickly, I think. Let's see. I think we're out of armadas. I got a little bit of juice here, but let's see. I will, so I think as early as maybe IET, like 33 kind of space, like in Fed space, I think we can. It's like, I don't want to lie because it's like in here, I see them all. I'm not in here as much, but You will see them like in Sirius, like 36, Rom, Alpha, Anais. Thank you, Harmonica. Eopetes, Terminimerus, Requencia. There you go. So, yeah, I think you'll see them in Sirius over here, like 36 levels. You will see them in Wolf, like 39. They're always around. And then Feds, like Furious Wolf, Deneb, Groombridge. Thank you, Harmonica. You got your list down and everything. Thank you. If you're doing the hunting, I mean, there's nothing wrong with hunting. I don't hunt them. I'm always hunting hostiles in those areas, and then I will try to get them when I'm there. There's certainly nothing wrong with trying to hunt them, but I'm usually doing something else. So, but my rule is always try to hit the scout if you're there, even if it's against the battle triangle. Always try to get the scout. So, and it's kind of following. Let's see, what's the earliest? Is it 36 or is it 30? I'm pretty sure we can see them sometimes, right? In a low level. Well, in a 33, some kind of like 33. I feel seen it, but it's been a while because I'm not in there anymore. So as we move down here, like a beta pent or something. Thank you, Quev, Mempa, Garath, Restant. Yeah, 39. Quev. Maybe we don't see them as early as that. Maybe we do have to kick into the 36 lands. They come lower. I've gone 36 plus. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think I've seen them in more in like maybe like here or in P.E.K.K.A 33, you know. Douglas Collins, good morning, or morning for you. Yeah, it is morning for me, but good morning. And Hagen's here as well. Howdy, hey. Howdy ho. How you doing? Let's see. Yeah, I think they show up as low as like 33 areas. Usually the 33-ish area where you're doing your mining of your faction G3 materials, things like that. You'll probably see them there too. But you have to get high enough to see them, and then they go. Hopefully that helps point some of them out for you, Mick, as well. You'll start seeing them. Even if you don't catch them, you'll start seeing them. Let's see here. And so Douglas, Hagen / Patty, welcome in and hello. Hello everybody, y'all doing well. Remember to hit like on the stream as a kind of a boost for the algorithm. So got the music in what I think is a good place for us. Not that I can hear it right now, but let's see. So I hope you're doing well. Let me know if the music is too soft, but I think it's okay. I've been kind of adjusting it, so play with it differently than when I'm on the other software for Twitch. So some of you know I've had to come over here when I've needed to do Twitch when we've had some weird behavior from that other software. All right, let's get. No, you can't. I want to upgrade. It's gonna be a while. All right, let's get this ship going for Swarm Sunday. I have upgraded some of the material. We'll have to see. Trying to remember how much I'm getting out of Swarm Sunday for this one. Last Swarm Sunday was not hard. Do the mod packs change? Do you mean the do you mean for the Franklin A, the frequency modulators? Because they do. They turn blue, and it's frequency modulators Mark II. They are a different thing, kind of a new tier. 4-star material, essentially. If that's what you're referring to, as opposed to packs like in the store. Another Armada I might as well try to get in on. From level 25 to 26. Ah, thank you. And if you mean, and do you mean like the packs in the store or something else? Packs in the store. Yeah, everything tends to go up on the evens. So from 25 to 26, 26 should be better than 25. 25 should have essentially what you get available at 24. Usually in that, which is because it's also a lot of other things change, like your dailies, your daily activities that are tied to level change off of change when you hit 24. You get a certain set. While you're 25, that doesn't change, but when you hit 26, it goes up again. And then at 26, that's why often you'll see a lot of camping done on the odd number, because it's like the maximum that it is at a certain place before you have to start doing something different or something a little harder. So 19s, 29s, 39, things like that, 25. And they do talk about 35 too. I know I ended up doing mine a little differently because of my specific situation. Which again, always remember your specific situation. It actually matters. Even when it goes slightly against the common wisdom. But yeah, so the materials in the packs goes up as you get higher level quite a bit, like from what you get in the 20s versus what I get in the mid, I guess I'm getting into the upper 30s. I'm gonna get more. And it actually, Rev has shown this on some of his older past videos, what you get. Some servers have a different amount for the same pack. And it kind of varies depending on like how new the server is, how old the server is, what kind of resources I think they determine what makes this a certain amount of impact on the economy or to help people. Music is fine, says Hagen Patty. Slightly lower on your television. Music is louder. Yeah, trying to get it there where you can hear it, but that, of course, that obviously you can hear. I can tell you can hear me over that, no problem, because I can see how that's going. But just making sure it's not crazy loud. All right. So Roshane, hope that helps with the idea of the packs and stuff. So there's a lot of things tied to those even number level achievements. All right, I'm gonna have to run something. Or am I still in it and I'm getting a bug? Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. Robin started something. I can start, I think, mainly epics. Well, let's look in the faction store and see what I've got to buy. If I have anything, nothing there. And I'm about out of data. So but as if you were on my stream yesterday, you know that I didn't want to mine data when everyone else was trying to mine data. Even looked later at night, and everyone was still in the places where I mine data. So I just went and I mined ore, gas, and crystals. And now I tried out my new faction miners because I have both. I have all three of them now, even though the little ones aren't up to snuff where I want them to be. Let's see. Oh, let's see where our directives are. I can't believe I get to say this, but I started mining 5-star raw materials for the first time today. Congratulations! And yeah, who would have thought? Who would have thought we'd be dealing with 5-star? It seemed like 4-star was like, was the big dog. Didn't even know I could reach those sectors with my disco. Very cool, Patty. Can you refine it or just mine it right now? How empty it is over here. Ugh. Let's get a grind. Use the second shift grind. Is you're like Ops 49, I believe, Hagen, Patty. So can't refine it yet, but of course you will eventually. So glad to have you back in the game, Patty. Again, it's more fun getting to play along with you in our alliance as well. Although it's always fun hanging out, but at the same time, it's like, glad you're back. Yeah, let's get. Where's my Stella? There's my second Stella. And change the music over, just different type of music. Here we go. Good to be back. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Didn't want to push you because, you know, I always figured you might want to come back after you got, you know, a little break. I mean, a little break did me a world of good. And especially made it easier to come back since I kept shielded, so that whole time. But let's see, grouping. Where are you, Chen? But you know, sometimes it drives us a little batty mad. Oh wait, now somebody in YouTube. Now Chen is probably better, but I think what we'll try. All right, because we're gonna get the big boost on this captain's ability and everything with the mitigation, and this makes us ready to do at least participate in the random armada. But it's gonna boost her mitigation 600%. And then if we get all this health, we know I think these guys are all the healthy people. Let's see. Then I might be able to, yeah, okay, Nero. Boom, boom, boom. I mean, these are all big dogs and the health, yeah, 20, almost 25,000. Dodge by 1,000% of total health of all officers on the ship. You know, that's your... Oh, well, I try to stay into the Federation stuff, but, you know, war is bad. I don't, you know, so try to stay out of the political parts, but I'm not supporting any of that stuff. Definitely not. Actually saying a lot of prayers for peace and all that stuff. Double synergy is overkill. I know, but the reason I want him in there, I want to see how it might work for this thing. Yeah, I'm gonna avoid the political chats and stuff like that. But I mean, obviously, I'm not in favor of war. But I don't mind, you know, sharing that. But I'm gonna focus on interfaction relations between Fed-ROMs and Klingons. That's usually the best place. Usually, I never want to, but if I want to in Star Trek Fleet Command, I'll get it from in global chat. You can see all kinds of trolly crap about whatever that I don't want to talk about. 2Q, greetings from server 51. Hello, how you doing? Happy Sunday, if it's Sunday for you. For some people, it's already Monday and they're working. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, but I'm gonna mess around with this idea because I might be able to, you know, first we'll go see how it does in Peck and Poff. I mean, I expect to spend more than with Chen and all that, but yeah, we'll go for that. Let's see. Okay, this is done. What about the refinery? All right, we need blue gas, and I'm not getting it lately. Here's the gas pool, and I'm like 9 or less blue gas away from an upgrade, finishing the Brel. I'm getting blue on ore, which is great. Sunday for UQ. Territory capture with a merger going. Oh, all right, yeah, no, that's gonna be interesting. But all right, yes, we have 2 million. I've been mining a lot of ISO over the last week. ISO 1 and ISO 2 because I had over 2 million in both, so I can max. We had our territory defense on Friday, and it's like while I'm at work, and I'm actually busy enough at work that I can't really do. I placed some units, put a sarcophagus out there, you know, and then some other ships. But I wasn't going to be able to be active if the fight got busy. Let's see, 2 days, 1 days. So Let's see here. All right, the full pull on that. We'll get this soon. Org tech. Let's see here. Keep it to the 100,000 pulls. Need to grind this stuff out. Darn independent credits take forever when you need them. I got con maxed out, so I was pulling that, which is reminding me because I have some other people I think I need to level up Borg wise and all that. Appreciate those plays. Well, no, yeah, I agree. You know, people need to do it. I mean, I just put my, you know, a sarcophagus loaded on a you know, a capture node, and I put out my auger and my Burrell. And then I was like, the rest is like, you know, I could throw out a scout ship if I had time and if it was needed. But yeah, that's, you know, that's definitely going to do that. Surprised I'm not, well, you know, it tends to eat away so quickly. And I usually try in the middle. I have done some of those over the last week, and I know it's just RNG, but even doing them, I'm not getting any. I've had worse luck. So, and I've just been like, you know, so I'm like, you know, the 4 to 5 minute. Yeah, I only have that on my gas. So the others are much lower, which is also why I was going out yesterday, and I started, you know, I'm like, my ore is down under 1 million. I got my crystal up a little, but I've been having to bring those up. My gas is staying in a very healthy place with that, but really so that I'm ready. I want to have, you know, 2 million of each, so, at least, so that I'm ready for the bonus refinery, is the hope. G4 different animal can't justify $1 million for, yeah. It's pulling 75k since I got my auger, says Luke. Yes, I mean, I like, one, I have, what do I have, the bonus? I have some bonus refinery batch, so I'm getting an extra pull anyway when I do the middle pull. It seems to work a little bit for me. 20 million runs, yeah, I don't, if I had the stockpile, I think it would be different, but I don't mine every day. I mine when I kind of set my mind to mining, and like I did last night, and I mined everything because I'm like, this is a time to mine. And so by pulling the 12, I don't have to mine every day, but I'll try to mine when it's convenient, either in the early morning or in the later evening, so I can get stuff. But should have had you hit me for OPL mats before I joined. Maybe we can boot me for 8 hours. So I can mine for everyone. Well, that's an option too, of course. I'm gonna miss this midge one, and it's epic too. Well, I know. I think I'm there. I don't know that I got enough beef there to help, but oh, I'm in another one. Oh, what am I in? I don't think they need me here. Who is this? This is Hops. Sharpen. I can help here. All right, if it helps. And then I'm gonna trash that and go. Let's see. Oh, it's time. But yeah, so I usually get my dailies done either by doing hostile grinding of the, you know, the higher hostiles, like for me 38, well 39, 40, you know, that kind of thing, or I mine, or some combination of the two. So I don't always get all my dailies done. I mean, you know, there's a lot of dailies, so I do extras, and I've gotten into the habit of doing my swarm dailies every day, which helps complete your dailies quite a bit. And so it gives me choices, and then, you know, as long as I have enough to pull on there, then I try to look for opportune times to mine. My alliance is nice about sharing nodes, you know, nice deeper space nodes. They're often when I wake up a little early in the morning, I can get on and mine one or two of the materials for the day. and get some of that, and I just allow the randomness of what the Alliance is offering, you know, in those deeper nodes. That's why the faction miners have been coming in handy so much, or I was wanting to build them up so I can get there more easily, because they're pushing out. The Max Horizons can't always do everything I want them to do at that level. So, and then I just see what I'm doing. Obviously, if we have mining events, I do them. But when we have ticketed mining events, I don't always do them. I do them when I'm already on a big node, and I'm like, I can keep this all day and just complete it. So I'll do that. But if I'm gonna have to look for it, I hate hunting nodes. So you know, I think I very much remember when on this server, you know, it was hard to find and keep a node. There were, you know, fights started, and a lot, you know, fights started by people who were full of shit, to tell you the truth, you know, accusing me especially of stuff, because I knew I wasn't doing anything. I just looked for open nodes, you know, for a few hours looking for an open node, and when I'd find one, I'd move across the system and get it, and then, you know, and then sometimes people are accusing you of stealing their node. I'm like, go to hell, you know, and then that would initiate a drop shields and blow them up for the rest of the day type of thing. But so that happens, and then we kind of go from there. And then of course there are a lot of dry hitters and everything. So that sort of thing. Ooh. Am I gonna get blue gas from what? Let's see. Okay, that's the 37s. I'm gonna get blue gas from today's swarm event, because gosh, we need it. I'm so close. If I can just get some payout somewhere, that'll really help. Okay, go hit A35, but of course I'm gonna go spend the rest of this hull on 35s, I think, for Swarm Sunday, unless, so we can try to get there, and we'll see what else is happening. Oh, thank you. Yes, Syndicate pulls. Plus, I need to log into the baby account. You think, oh, my Syndicate pulls got hours, but I don't know that my baby one does. So let's get that going. Plus, we have the Marvel Strike Force War too. So I may need to try to do some of that. I was doing that beforehand. Let's see. Okay. But thank you, Laromi, for that reminder. And we'll set out some miners here. Again, there was, like I said, I am somebody who likes mining, but I did it a ton during in my 20s levels, and early 30s, 20s through 32. I would mine every day as my means of getting stuff done. And then, you know, because I could also, you know, you can mine if you set timers, you can mine from work, from a work day and all that. And that's some of the main way I would play. And all that during the day, so that hopefully I could then focus on hostile grinding and other more active activities when I'd get back. Oh yeah, I can let them know we're on YouTube here, so let's see. Who knows? Maybe this is a new He'll say hi. Who knows? We go. Actually have that link. So, all right. Let's see. So I think I've switched to a lot more, a lot less mining. It's part of what I'd say, and in just enjoying some of the other stuff. Because again, I was also like for a long time in the 20s, I was neglecting my syndicate work, which is why you always hear me, or not syndicate work, my swarm and Franklin work. So I'm always telling people, it's like, don't let your Franklin get behind, because it really will, you really will realize that you've screwed up at some point if you and you'll get in a hole. I mean, I remember when you get that thought where you think I remember my alliance used to say, oh, that's a useless ship, and that means nobody's put enough work into it. So that'll happen, and then because then you start thinking, oh well, that's a waste of working on that, and then people are like, don't, you don't try to do some stuff. It just makes, you're going to pay for it later, especially with the Franklin A and just the relative importance of how many Franklin swarm events we get during every battle pass, let alone how it affects your daily progression. Laromi says, yeah, I set miners before I leave for work and recall break. Timing is perfect enough. I've not researched mining speeds. Yeah, gotcha. I hear you. That could be a reason not to. That's for sure. Yeah, so I set timers. I can check my phone at work if I'm not in a lot, constant meetings, and set timers and all that, but not everyone can. And if I'm doing a lot of office work on the computer, I can have it up and just kind of have it there where I can just kind of monitor, maybe, send off to the armadas and continue to mine, that kind of thing. But it really varies day by day. Some days I'm very actively busy, and other days I'm doing a lot of computer work where I can kind of fire off to armadas more. Let's see here. That's enough for this. Okay, he wants crystals, so let's get him some baby crystal. Sending my level 14 fortunate miners out to get that G3. You love it. There you go. I need 1,500 for him for that one. Select our away team. Fire off. And we'll just do another. Good defense. That's what we want. Keenzer, send you on, and Dr. Spock. Guys, go have fun. Have fun storming the castle. We are. All right. Press some help. Come on, folks. Organize these. There we go. Ain't going to swarm space with Chen on instead. Oh, that happens to me all the time. Well, not all the time, but it's happened to me enough in the last few months, Douglas, that, it's always bothered me. And I'm like, oh, because I'm like, oh, I have Pike. It's good. And it's like, no, I was too quick. Usually I have like PMC on it, and then I bring the ship in and then flip it around quickly with the Franklin and then find out, oh, crap. A lot of times I find out because you go hit that first swarm, you're like, whoa, that hit hard. What happened there? And then you're like, oh, now I got to go bring it back and repair, and then send it back out. So it's like, no, none of that is fun. Let's see. But yeah, I can fly from Morska to Groombridge with Talon. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, anytime, you do the opposite. I think, we know, I know, as I've been trying to make that point as we're working with some of the other streamers and other folks that are newer in the game, it's like, no, it's like Chen and Talon, because it's like, don't hit explorers with Talon on, it's just wasting, it's like you should try something else if you're in a situation where that's what you got, you know. So I'm like, no, I'm gonna use your battle triangle and use the Chin Talon. It's not a triangle, but matchups, you know, like appropriately. So I'm becoming a lot more strict about that. JV, welcome. Hey, I hit when I use the group option to find Talon and forget to swap her and Pike as captain. Yeah, oh yes. No, yeah. Morning. Yeah. I know. I'm very addicted to using the group feature to find people. And then I have sent them out and I'm like, oh. Well, I mean, am I friends with Rev or Ultimate DJ? And one of you saying it, are you meaning just in general? Or do you mean the truth is I have a fairly good connection with Rev. Ultimate DJ and I don't really know each other very. I mean, I know who he is. I don't know that if he knows who I am. Hopefully that'll change as I make more videos and stuff. But I'm not in the official Scopely stuff. But I also don't have anything negative against Ultimate DJ. He makes some good videos. I've been watching some of them more recently. But I've been watching Rev since early on when I started playing Star Trek Fleet Command, and then I've been part of his, you know, community before, and of course now after. So he and I talk on Discord, you know, some and stuff like that. But Ultimate DJ and we don't talk. You know, not like I said. It's more like I was already, you know, watching Rev's videos, and I don't know. I think DJ surfaced later, to tell you the truth. And so like I know Rev and No One Shall a lot better than I know Ultimate DJ. And I don't know if you said, hey, have you checked out Rooster Stream, if Ultimate DJ would say, who's that? Or if he'd say, oh yeah, one of the smallest creators, you know, you know, or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, Rev definitely knows me. We talk. You know, but it's not like, you know, it's not like he's like, I'm having a hard time, I gotta call Rooster or anything. I'm not, you know, not trying to make that up. Let's see, Rashane, you were asking about the trade. Traders are a little different, but for the most part, traders, you need Chin. As you get up higher, and like much higher when you're in the capital systems and you're working against the heavy traders, there's a difference there. So there are sometimes where it's a little what would I say? A little harder to figure out, because of course they're outside the battle triangle, but you have to know if they're using kinetic or energy weapons. For the most part, traders are using energy weapons, so Chin applies. Let's see here. And then Douglas, I hate to say it, but I just did it twice in a row. I need to stop paying attention to the stream. Oh, well, I mean, I appreciate you keeping the stream up, but yes, focus on that. And then Laromi was saying, Talon and Chin are on the same ship. I just swapped them above and below so I don't have to search. Oh yeah, no, that'll help. It's just, if you are pushing for a particular stat stacking on the ship or whatever, then sometimes the other one doesn't matter. Or, well, the truth is, I guess the thing that I'm usually doing is running two ships. One that anchors around, well, one that has Pike, the Pike Moreau, and either Chin or Talon, depending on what I'm doing, and the other one has another hostile crew that is anchored around Chin or Talon, whoever's left out, for the most part. So that way I can run two ships. So then they're never together, because I'm often grinding in more than one place. Let's look. Hey, we got. So it's, and that definitely works better for me. I mean, I think once, you know, I don't know, at 3, unless you're mining a lot. I mean, it kind of depends on how many docks you have too. So, so at this point, I have enough. I have good ships for hostile grinding more than one at a time, and I will do that. Unless it's all, well, yeah, and it's dailies. I don't always like to fast forward all my heals or repairs on a ship unless that battle's, I'm not gonna blow up. That battle just took too long. It was like a, all right, let's see here. Yes. Hopefully reports won't make it back where, you know, to Ultimate DJ or Rev, where it's like, Rooster says he's best friends with Rev. We are besties. Because I'm not believing that. Or he says Ultimate DJ's not nice to him, because that's not true. I just don't even know that if Ultimate DJ knows that I'm in the arena yet. Hopefully he will, he will know that, because I will be more in the arena. And especially if I get recognized by Scopely at some point for making content for this game. So let's see here. I appreciate all y'all, and appreciate y'all supporting and spreading the videos as well as the Twitch streams and all that stuff to people in your alliance, so that hopefully it is helpful. And let's not forget I Am Highlanders, who is newer, anchoring us from Scotland in the Scotland times as well, pushing Star Trek Fleet Command. He's really get into that. JV, you saw his half-heart necklace. We're not supposed to talk about the special love that Rev has for me. All right. He was in the stream yesterday morning. He's often in our Saturday morning streams because I'm the only one streaming, and he provides some support and usually says hi and all that. And of course, because we're besties, it's all. What was that? How do we do this? There we go. Something like that. I don't know. Let's look here. All right. I'm gonna check this. I'm also I'm trying to remember. It's do I get blue materials in Storm Sunday? Because we know I need it. Because I'm on this. I'm on a track. Let me see. What am I gonna get? That's green. I'll get crystal. And then is that the same? Am I just gonna get crystal over here too? Yeah. Okay. I figured it was too good. Too good to be true. There we go. Alright, so plenty of points. We're gonna grind these 35s until we get so close that what we do left on the 32s won't matter, so. Event store has some blue gas. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to get that here. Yes, because that's almost all I need. So we'll be spending that way based on it. Because again, I want to compete further in. I want to compete further in the event, or the Terran event. Get some more. Get Lorca unlocked. That would be nice. Okay, I thought I picked one of these people. I'm getting that little glitchiness. I'm gonna head down here. I want to be somewhere not in the middle of two blues that seem to be frenetically moving around. Oh, yeah, it's a dead blue. Alright, let's go here. I found... I don't know about you. I usually try to pick a close to a spawn point around the perimeter, and I found that if you work the middle, sometimes that is, people leave you alone. So, I like to be left alone with this. Let's see, I'm gonna need more coffee soon, but... see what kind of 35s I can get. Okay. We're chipping away at getting the unlock for that D4. We do have Armada chests I can open, so that'll help some stuff too. You have 884 in the Lorca SLB, and second place is 317,000. You've got this. I really only need second place to take Lorca to tier 3. Yeah, I would say that you have a good chance of not falling very far in that situation. Most definitely. So that looks good. I am not. I've competed in some of the other events. During the Quarks events, I was hitting those pretty hard. And I did well. But the Lorca event, is pretty recent after the last Quark event. I tried to at least place, and I did place. I didn't do well in the second Quark event, but I was one of the main. I think I probably got top 10 in the Quark one, which was plenty good for what needed to do. And then on the other one, I managed to place enough to get a payout, but that used up everything that I had, or most of what I had. And then again, there's one of the problems, is I'm starting to run out of. Well, I'm leveling up now, pushing to 39 anyway, but I'm starting to run out of researches that use G3 material and ships that need G3 material that I have enough of to place, or that I can spare to use on stuff. So, as some, I had this problem before when ships would be maxed and a lot of research wasn't as good. Addie's got one in Carpenin. I need to get this darn ship. I'll send to you, Patty. Let me see. Once I find you. Oh. Something tells me this is messed up anyway. I think there's an armada right where I'm at. Fix yourself, Scopely. Yes, but maybe for places to spend, you should build scrap. Yes, I need to. I haven't been able to afford losing the gas to finish the Mayflower. My D3 is ready to scrap. It's completely maxed, but it's my only cloaking ship, so I have to replace that first. And so that is, and then I can scrap that, and then I'll have some. I can start the kind of scrap grind process. I haven't done any of those scraps yet. That's throbbing. I'm already in there. I'll join him because I don't have that much. Okay. I do need to get into the scrapping game. It's just like when I have to spend, I was working on my Burrell for a long time, and it really was like my everyday grinder and armada ship, and until I got the auger up. And that really works. So when it'd say, oh well, and I'd be like, I need another 500 uncommon gas for this or whatever, and then it would want to take 50 of my gas. I'm like, no, I can't, can't do that. So I know I will get back to it, but of course we got the Enterprise coming up too. But I am doing a lot of the efficiency research and stuff to hopefully make that stuff better, because I may end up getting an Enterprise next. I'm getting more luckier on the pulls of the blueprints with that than the D4. And I thought I'd have a lot of crystal, but I've ended up using a good bit of the crystal backstore as a secondary component on the auger, as well as in the research pushes. So I may find that I don't have a good backlog. I don't think I do, actually. I've been spending it on everything I can. So let's go back here. But my auger's at tier 6, not max, not doesn't have all the parts of tier 6 yet, but it is at tier 6, and it is good at a good level for participating in some of the appropriate armadas, in Eopetties, Terex, and Eden, and their counterparts like Groombridge and things like that. So where I can hang and do some stuff while I work on my efficiency researches and all that, and then work on the second and third epic ships. It's kind of part of the plan. But yeah, the resources. So there are times there are some places, like if I'm working on, with the auger, like the auger needs, I think I need like 9,900 uncommon for its armor hull plating upgrade, which is an important upgrade. At least I think it's gone down as I do some of the efficiency research, but that makes me not want to spend the ore on some of the research. A lot of the researches I have want to pull into my ore store, and I'm like, So I've been thinking about where I am with that. That's been changing over time as I think about how long it's going to take, or if I can just kind of sit with the ships. So. Thank you, Patty. I need to get my first ship blown up in a little armada so I can repair it and send it back, because I don't want to send chaff to some of these bigger ones. I want to at least send half a hull or better to rares, Carpenin and higher rares and epics. It's my personal thought. There we go. Oh, and we'll peek. No one's asking me about it. I was curious if we'll get some love from the Baby Alliance people, which we've had a little bit, so we'll see. In case they're looking for me. But if you are coming in from my Baby Alliance or my regular alliance, make sure you say hi. I know several of you from Die have already done that, so I appreciate it. And if you're coming over, if you're finding me, newly from the Twitch stream and coming over to YouTube, I always want to make sure I thank you especially. Same thing as if those of you who follow me over on Twitch after kind of hanging out initially with me on YouTube. Anytime you make the crossover, it's like a big deal. So, and I appreciate it. I believe Luke made it over there not too long ago. Dealt with. I mean, it's not that hard to make a Twitch account, I think, but you do have to put a little effort in making your account, and then we'll be over there and say hi. So I appreciate it a lot. Okay, how are we on these 35s? I know I'm running full here. Full. I'll send. So many chat mechanisms other than emojis there. Yeah. Definitely. Let me go to Iron Man's with this. This is why we made this. On my way, Iron Man. Not trying to send the secondary one. We'll see. And that should do. Yeah, I really enjoy all the chat stuff and the kind of this, and of course the side games, and stuff that goes on. So some of that's part of what YouTube gaming, which, I mean, YouTube is so much bigger than Twitch, and with its Google, with just YouTube in general, with the number of users and its Google backing. And they're, so they just need to kind of mimic a lot of that stuff that makes it so fun and active for us. Because Twitch we really have a lot of fun there. I have fun with you guys, and we have nice discussion and gameplay. And of course, the videos are the best place. YouTube is the best place for the video stuff as well. So it's content creator stuff. It's like always been trying to I don't know. Unless you're a streamer, you probably don't watch a lot of videos about which have like education and tutorial for like being a better streamer or growing your channels, things like that. But everybody's talking about like being on YouTube, and well, not everyone talks about it, but they talk about if you're trying to grow your Twitch channel, be on YouTube, that kind of thing. So those are things I've been doing for, well, we're pushing a year, now. So I think I gotta. Yeah, a couple weeks from today, and we'll be at my 1-year anniversary. So that seems like something on Twitch, and then soon after in YouTube. So, but I just enjoy all the stuff that we get to do over there and here. I'm getting it a little better here. I got it where I can fire off sound effects, but you can't fire off the sound effects. Things like that. So, gotta work on it. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me, because I've been building the stream and getting the stream to function the way that I hopefully want it to, as well over time. It's all been a learning curve, a fun learning curve. See where we are. Threat from beyond. We only need 45 more points, so that's 5 kills of the 35s. So, and for last Sunday we did well, and I've like I said, I've improved a little bit more. It does remind me we have our emojis, so helps if I search in the search bar instead of the type bar. Alright, let's get those. My regular roosters out there. Alright, so. Okay. You know, we got with an Apex event going on, you know, and a swarm event, they have just, the lag is pretty high in both of those areas, so we're definitely seeing that. Push for some more. No target. Good. Is this my last one? Let's find out. Blow this up and get it going. No, it didn't blow up. Dear me. Alright, well, the next one will. I would think the next one will. Great. There's nothing like people picking the ones that I'm going to when I'm trying to blow up on a hostile. It's like my favorite thing. So, you know, don't fight me and maybe you'll get the reward. Trying to blow up. When they do that enough, I fly far away so they won't get the reward. I'm like, I'm gonna go blow up on somebody. It's near someone else. Of course, I'm still going. So, heroic is done already. I don't really need to be grinding here at this one, but it's the ship is so slow. I would rather blow it up. I am still getting points for this, so. But I'm getting a point, and let's see where we are on that, because we know we're gonna have to come back, but I'm gonna come back just 34 kills. I'm gonna come back with the baby Franklin, so it gets built up and we'll farm 32s. And then honestly, the cargo hull is so nice, relatively speaking. You know, it kind of helps me get better stuff on the first tier frequency modulators. Apparently I can kill these forever. It's like magic. I have no hull, but we'll just keep killing them. I mean, that's great. I do a lot of swarm research, but... And I have Talon. Amazing! How does he keep doing this with just the power of his shield? I don't know. Here we go. Douglas, save the rest until you can do tomorrow's swarm dailies. I could, that's true. I never mind doing it just because it's all building up, you know. It's true, but I'll get more frequency modulators. I don't mind doing them again tomorrow because I do my swarm like every day. And with the Franklin A, the way it rocks now, it's just not hard. I didn't even mind it before. But yeah, that would be if you're looking to minimize, you know, what you're doing with it, then that would be a good way to do that. And I think a very appropriate way. Trying to blow this ship up so I can repair it. Let's see. And we're gonna have that same problem. I'm like, I want to get it. But yeah, that is a very efficient thing, and I will, you know, if I have swarm dailies, Well, when they reset, sometimes I'll just run out and do them. I usually do the swarms in the morning. Luke says you use tier 2 Jayla. Captain, Kang, Bev, good loot from Jayla bonus. Oh, I need Jayla. I do have Kang and Bev. That's good. I'm hoping to get Picard Jayla and use Picard Bev Jayla on like maybe the A, and use Pike Moreau Talon on my baby Franklin, and be able to grind, simultaneously for some of those events, and to farm modulators and stuff. That's the idea right now. I've planned to do and ended up not finishing the event a couple times, JV. Yeah, that's the thing, and for me, because I definitely don't want to, to me, I prioritize this a bit. Let's see. Let's go over here. Whose is this? Yeah, I'll come over there. All right. Yeah, that is a risk. And again, I mean, I hope to be one of your Star Trek Fleet Command streamers. I am 7 days a week. We're streaming Star Trek Fleet Command, barring occasional breaks. But I'm also doing a little bit of Marvel Strike Force. I play that, and then I'm also playing, my other variety games like Lost Ark and Elden Ring, which I'm planning to. We're going to stream one of those today as part of the variety stream on Twitch after we get done with our Star Trek stuff. So a lot of times I'm like, get your stuff done so that you don't forget it, because it's like Star Trek's my priority, and then I've been trying to make sure I get my dailies done on the other piece, and then also like yesterday I ended a little early. I was a little tired, needed to recharge, and then I ended up after dinner. I ended up playing some Elden Ring and had Mrs. Rooster kind of where she could kind of watch, and I was just virtual streaming just to Mrs. Rooster, and I managed to finally get through the tutorial and start trying to figure out how to play that game. So, and hopefully I feel a little better about trying to stream that and hang out with you guys while we laugh at how bad I may be, or there's plenty of death, that's for sure, in that game. But I was struggling with like the end of the tutorial boss, because I've never played those games before, and I was like, but we got through it, and now I'm like, okay, now I made like a developmental improvement. Okay, let's see. What do we need to do here? All right, I am gonna go grab a cup of coffee. So we're gonna watch this part. Actually, what's that part? And we're checking in here. These guys are not. Oh, somebody said something, which is cool. Oh, thank you muchly. Thank you muchly. I'll be live. Look at that. Wait, if you're here, hello and thank you. Let's see. Very appreciated. I knew if I could get in an alliance where they talked once in a while, when I meet more cool people playing Star Trek, so we can do some stuff. I'm eventually, like I said, I got some videos. We got videos coming out with the ARC on Tuesday as well, but the more of the training and kind of evergreen content coming eventually too. So I'll be working on that. Like, oh, thank you muchly, Mrs. Rooster. She brought me the cheese toast. Shout out to Mrs. Rooster. I gotta go get that cup of coffee though. But that's very nice. Let me go thank her. She's wonderful. Anyway, I'm gonna let you watch this, and then I'll be right back with a steaming hot cup of coffee. Make sure you get one for yourself, or beer, depending on what time of day it is for you. So I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Breakfast wine. I wish you brought me breakfast wine. Are you having breakfast wine there? Let's see. Douglas, speaking of the Ark, you know anything important about it? Well, I know it's coming on Tuesday. I think we were talking about some of the tips and clues from Rev. Hey, nothing wrong with you having breakfast wine. I'll be, you know, me and Mrs. Rooster bought some beer to have on the Twitch stream later. I mean, I'll have it on the stream. You'll have it in solidarity with us. That kind of thing. Oh, I can run one. Not with that jankified ship. Let's go. Now I missed a lot of them, but I heard some of the time. I'm always like, you know, when I'm on there, you know, because he and I overlap a lot of days, so I can be in there in the beginning or later when, you know, if I raid him or something. So I don't always catch all his stuff unless it's in like a YouTube video. Oh, okay, yeah, that's good. So speaking of which. So I didn't hear that, but I mean, I know what we're all looking for a Ferengi. It's a continuation of the Ferengi arc, which you probably have gathered at this point. There was a discussion about them where I could, you know, what I was gathering from that where people, I think there's some hint about getting two of something that may be coming from DJ or a second of something that you already have, but some people were thinking it was a ship and we're trying to infer that it was a ship, and Rev was pretty clearly explaining you never get two specialty ships in an arc ever. We've never done that, so why would we expect that? You know, that kind of thing. So I would not expect a ship. Now, where I am always waiting for them to release the free to grind away for the amalgam, because that is due or overdue. Definitely overdue. They should at least tell us how it's coming out. So I don't know if that'll come into play at some point or not. But that wouldn't, you know. So I don't know what we're gonna, you know. Who knows? Maybe it's time to get another syndicate officer. You know, it might be I mean, with the Ferengi arc, I feel like we're doing filler. The officers are good. Maybe we're getting, you know, maybe we get Grand Nagus and things like that. Maybe we get some more Ferengi officers. But you know, the Ferengi should interlock with they already starting interfacing the story with the rogue mud kind of stuff and the Stella a little bit, because they're just everybody's disreputable, so they should all like work together. And the other part would be the syndicate, right? In the game where people aren't getting along. So in any kind of thing that brings them along, whether we get another syndicate officer to work on in the syndicate chests and things like that, I could see some of that. But I will have a video breaking it all down on Tuesday. Probably, let's see. Could try to get up early and make it at like 6 a.m. my time. Because I'll have stuff to make it based on the notes that we can do a breakdown. So I may try to do that. I did that last time, and that worked well. So I can give you guys resources earlier. But otherwise, I'll have to do it as soon as I get off from work and all that on Tuesday. If I was gonna try to take a day off for an ARC release. If it would be really nice if I actually knew when they were guaranteed coming, because then I could plan it ahead. But I know this week is actually going to be very busy at work, and I'm going to be grinding hard, like harder than I grind on Faction Hunt at work this time. So that's going to be its own thing for me. So we'll see on that. I also, gosh, we gotta. That's going to be the Marvel Strike Force piece. I will I need to get in there and just make sure that the war, even if I am doing that while we grind here, but as we talk. So let's see here. Next. Lovely piece of cheese toast. Look at this. Fresh made cheese toast. I'm gonna block myself and take a bite for a minute. So, un momentito here. Okay, that's really good cheese toast. Thank you, Mrs. Rooster. Find my chicken and rooster related emojis. That's right. No, it's just too good. But I don't want to, be chewing on, especially on YouTube where it's saved a video for the rest of my life. So. All right, here we go. You're fast repaired. Let's flip you over to the Franklin. I was trying to remember if I actually was still needing the Franklin to finish this event. And I do. And it makes it easier. But one hull of each, basically, is the... Just getting PMC, when I get PMC freed up, PMC freed up to put on the Stella, that's going to really help a lot with, because I get so much more. I get over 60,000 Eclipse Hostile ode thingies from like one hull on my main one with PMC, doing the 33s through 35s. So that rocks for me. So, and that'll help us get there. Well, I can tell we'll end up, we'll end up doing a good portion of that's going to end up being over on Twitch. And where we can fire up all the special emotes and sound effects and all that stuff. So, but yeah, so the arc. I'm full of speculation for the arc. Again, I'm not an official Scopely content creator. So, because if you are, you will know the stuff, but they'll also put you on a non-disclosure agreement. So you will only be allowed to do certain kinds of hints and things like that. I do hope to get to that point, but so anything I say is there's no guarantee, but it also means I can speculate a little. If I'm right, I can say it directly, but I won't know, just like you. So if we're lucky, if we put together the clues and kind of think about it, I just try to think about the things that are lacking. I still think that there's room. I still think that we should be able to scrap the hijacked ships, and that would make sense to give them, because I know they want us to waste our resources on them. So we might as well be able to scrap them. And if they somehow play into the free-to-play path for the Amalgam, that or other ships, I think that would be a positive. I think the Amalgam honestly should be that way, since it's a bunch of ship parts. It ought to be tied to some kind of scrapping thing. And why not let us scrap the faction ships and kind of make them mildly usable, as people have them and all that. So let's see. Douglas, hopefully there will be an event store, which will mean this will be the last part of this arc. Yes. I hear you. I know that I know we love event stores. One thing I was talking about that a little yesterday. This would be my one. I don't think it's going to be the end, but I would welcome it as much as your statement would. Some of the stuff I have picked up, which is not definite at all, is that let's go to Patty's Armada. We got a fresh hull with our best ship here. Usually arcs are 3 or less, or 3 or more, right? And so that might mean 2 more. That's kind of what I'm expecting. I'm hoping it's a 3, because I don't think it's going to end up being shorter. But again, Scopely's doing things that aren't always following the rules. We ended the arc after Sunday's events, which we usually end after Monday's events. So the list last time, that's a breaking of the rules, right? You know, we're in Apex Outlaw right now, whereas the last every other month we were in Borg Mega Cube. So that's a breaking of that pattern and progression. Who exactly knows? I mean, I think duality didn't make any damn sense to me. I know it had a great arc store, but I just felt like it was just a lot of filler. And then, of course, the Ferengi arc is like, well, you know, you thought you had filler before. Here's some ears and some filler, you know, that kind of thing. So, was my opinion. So, because it's like, can you guys, how much can you lead us into Deep Space Nine without going Deep Space Nine? And again, we probably will get a mega arc with Deep Space Nine. Like with TNG, we got 5 months. Remember, people were waiting on that arc store forever. I would expect something similar with Deep Space Nine, but that can mean. I mean, sorry to get into this. Like, what I think that means is they're probably looking at how long of an arc they know they want to have Deep Space Nine go, when they want the arc and the arc event store to pop, what month, what fiscal quarter, you know, and all that, and how that ties in with their overarching plan. And then they backfill from there, going, this arc will run this long. We need this much filler, and what are we doing? Who's tasked? Where's the intern to create another Ferengi arc? That kind of thing. That's kind of how I believe it maybe worked, where it's working off the linchpin arcs and events, and based on when they want to hit certain fiscal year financial topics. You know, like they know we'll probably spend more during the Deep Space Nine event than we do during the Ferengi event or the duality arc. Just like during Next Generation, I imagine we spend more there, just because I know I was like a kid in a candy shop when they started playing the Next Generation music, you know, and we had Picard. And I still don't have Picard, and they won't even let me spend on him, you know. Well, they'll let me spend badly, but they won't let me spend normally, you know. So I tend to look at it a little bit from the business side, because again, it's, you know, it's a mobile game at its core. So, and I found that helpful as we were in what I'll call fourth quarter normal time, you know, where we're looking at Thanksgiving and the Christmas holidays and stuff, and how things kind of got delayed so that arcs could either end, so they could do stuff for the Christmas and New Year's events and Thanksgiving and all that. There were some delay weeks and stuff between things. So that stuff all tells me, let's look at the financial planning kind of parts, which I'm sure is exactly what you wanted to hear from me in a space game about Star Trek. So I'm sorry if that's overkill of speculation on there that looks at what that's generally how I'm gonna like be speculating about it. Well, let's see, what do they have? What IP can they leverage to help them make hit financial target goals this particular fiscal year? And I don't know if they're on the fiscal year or the normal calendar year financial calendar and all that. One can find out kind of things. So, but these are the thoughts. Jerkot, you're running something. I don't think I can make it in time. All about the yeah. I mean, it is, and you know, and again, I'm used to having to look at some of this from like the Marvel Strike Force side, which it's Scopely, but it's a different part of Scopely, but it's the same, and they're more money grubbing. And it was my understanding that that Big Daddy Scopely bought little Marvel Strike Force Scopely to make more money, but to have more options and to learn some of their money making tricks and all that. So, and it's been weird because I've been watching how things actually move from Star Trek to Marvel Strike Force, but not the other way around, which surprises me. So I try to look at that stuff for you guys and because I'm interested too. So that's not ready yet. And then I'm just gonna get that Strike Force bit going over here a little bit just so I have an idea, because our little war is gonna blow out in the next 15 minutes, so I wasn't able to do a lot this time. So Roy Shane, you think about mobile games that way too? Okay, cool. Benjamin's, yeah, I mean, you got to think about it now. The game, again, that's one of the reasons I really like and promote Star Trek Fleet Command more so than like Marvel Strike Force, is because it's a lot more free to play friendly, and you can have a lot more game that you can enjoy if you choose not to spend, or you choose only to spend a little bit. So some games are pushing you to spend a lot more and gating things behind money, Marvel Strike Force, you know, things like that, a lot more. Where the free-to-play experience is just not as good. And I don't have a problem spending money on these games if I'm enjoying them and I think they're giving me a good product, and all that. I don't always think that's the case. So let's see here. He's saying, Roy Shane, the other game I play is Disney IP games, so they know how to hit the ends of quarters. Is that Disney Sorcerer's Arena or something else? I actually was playing that for a while, but it hit issues. Gavin, Apocalypse, remember, what up? Hey, you doing? How you doing, APOC? Hey, I've got my Marvel Strike Force right up here on this. I'll prove you. Look, it's right here. I'm trying to like see what I can do in war. So, how you doing? I'm like, we got to get some war actions here. I'm like, I got attacks if I have the right thing, if I have things I can counter. So, GSA, okay, Rushan, yeah, I did that one. There was some, I don't know. It kind of ran afoul and some stuff at one point recently. I am going to bring this over. Thank you, APOC, being over here. Look, we got this war situation. I got checking it out. Well, I appreciate you checking me out too. I'm going to shout you out. I don't think it lets me post my link anyway, but it's there. People can find it. So I was just trying to see what I can do in here in these alerts. So I am actually trying to get in there and support the war effort. It looks like, oh well, I can definitely clean some crap up here. So let me do some of that, because I can do that pretty easily while we're doing some of this. Never fear, the rooster is here trying to help. So I'm gonna go clean out that one flight deck quickly so we can help on that for sure, and then focus on what I've got left that's like for a better battle. So, oh, that's going. Yeah, I'll be hanging out. I've been doing more Marvel Strike Force. Look, we're gonna beat that guy. I'm doing more Marvel Strike Force. I just don't want to alienate the Star Trek folks, but we've been doing it a little bit on the side as well, in the variety streams, kind of as part of intermission and stuff with our Star Trek and everything. So I appreciate you being here, Apocalypse. So thankfully, I'm running some stuff double. There we go. Soon we're going to be flipping over to Twitch, and then well, there's always a lot more freedom on the Twitch side. A lot of stuff. Try to keep it pretty straight on, and like we're doing Star Trek Fleet Command, so that's what you're seeing for the most part. Although some of the folks in here sometimes do also play Marvel Strike Force, so we got it. Hey, we just cleared out a room, or cleared out a level. But yes, talk a lot about Marvel Strike Force and Star Trek Fleet Command under the Scopely from the money stuff and with the crap they do in Marvel Strike Force, and then versus the crap they don't do in Star Trek Fleet Command, believe it or not. So, but and we may find people who are playing, because if they're playing and looking, I know we're looking for people in our alliance over on Marvel Strike Force, higher TCP folks to join us, join a good alliance. So I may find people that way too. So, but yeah, Roy Shane, I played DSA when it first came out. There was a content creator who was starting there. His name is Tony Scungili. He does a lot of Marvel Strike Force primarily. He's a, like a Twitch partner, so a bigger one and all that. And he made some of the initial videos on I want to call it Deep Space. No. Disney Sorcerer's Arena. So I was playing in that, but I knew that they did some stuff early on that kind of alienated some of the folks playing it. So he talked about it. I was playing there. Sapphire's in here. Good. We're doing good. We're like Swarm Sundaying. I am behind the scenes doing a little Marvel Strike Force warring during our last few minutes of war. It doesn't look like we have a chance to win this war anyway, but if we all say that and don't attack, that's what happens for sure. So, is it worth starting Star Trek? Oh no, Star Trek's great. If you would like this game, I always say this. It's a better run game than Marvel Strike Force. It's more free to play friendly. You can waste thousands of dollars in it if you want to, and I probably have, but played some. But anyway. Yeah, it's actually growing and expanding. It's a much bigger game than it was when it started out a little over 3 years ago, and so there's a lot to it. But you can start chipping away and all that. If you like the space domination, exploration, growth of your base and your abilities, it's kind of got a little bit of an MMO feel to it. Which then they got bought by Ian. It's a big money wall in DA now, or DSA. Oh, okay. Well, I think they were having those issues. They were leaning into that before they got bought out, I think, Roy Shane as well. Thousands people spending $35K a year on this game. Thousands. Yeah, I know. Some people do, for sure. And some people do in Marvel Strike Force. It's like, but you don't have to. In this game, there's going to be people who are dropping way too much money, and then but you don't have to in order to kind of play and have fun with it. So you're just starting on that's going to be fun. That's always fun. All these games are fun in those earlier parts anyway. For sure. It's more when you get into the later, middle, and in games where it becomes more apparent where, how they're kind of blocking you out. That kind of thing. Yes. So, but yeah, no, people spend lots and lots of thousands. Just like, honestly, and they do in Marvel Strike Force and here. And all that. But I've spent some. And I've spent some in Marvel Strike Force too. So, but I tend not to spend, I'm not made of money. I tend not to, as I cut down my spending and pretty much eliminated my spending in Marvel Strike Force, I spend more in Star Trek. But I don't spend as much in Star Trek as I spent in Marvel Strike Force. But Marvel Strike Force kind of makes you spend if you're going to try to stay up with certain character releases and all that. Hey, we got it done. But yes, but yeah, I'm not saying people don't spend a lot. It's more about what happens in the game when you spend a lot, which is different between like the two types of games. And part of why I can dare say that this game, Star Trek Fleet Command, has more of a free to play friendly approach, even though people spend tens of thousands of dollars in this game, but not everyone does. So there's plenty of people who spend a little bit, buy your battle pass or something else, Let me see, what can I get? Can I get to Midge? Either Battle Pass, maybe nothing else, or they're free-to-play grinding. A lot of the free-to-play players converted over to buying only the Battle Pass. You know, which of course is a win for Scopely because they want people to spend money versus not spending money, but at the same time that it's almost like it's not free to play, but it's in the that's my like minimal spend kind of position. Let's see. Yeah, I have played several of these. Some, you know, Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, Disney Sorcerer's Arena. Get into that, but APOC, when you're talking about the Star Trek, this game is actually a lot of fun, especially if you get in a good alliance with a good bunch of folks. There's a ton you can do and a lot of fun you can have, and it is worth playing. And I think it has legs. I think it's going to go for a while, you know, unless they start doing what Scopely does to Marvel Strike Force, which they haven't been doing that nearly as much. So let's see if we can max out this cargo hold here and all that, and we're gonna hop on over. We're gonna be preparing to get over to Twitch, so make sure people know. If you don't know where the Twitch is, now is a great time to create a Twitch account. I think it takes an email. So, and my link is coming up right now as soon as it pops through the delay. And everything there it is where you can follow me on Twitch, because I'm there streaming Star Trek and other stuff like some Marvel Strike Force, and I think we got some Elden Ring planned for today if that'll run. Otherwise it'll be Lost Ark, but we got more Star Trek to do. So, and I do have some epic, we got some epic pulls. I'm going to be yelling Dabo. I decided I'd save my Dabo yelling. One, I can yell Dabo, I can do that here, but what I can't do is get a bunch of fun great get some great stuff. Sapphire, like Twitch. I've never heard of Twitch. Yes. Well, no, I always transition from YouTube to Twitch on Sundays, so we're prepping up for that. You know what Twitch is. But let's see here. I've seen DS9 episodes since then and understand the yelling Dabo now. Oh, cool. Got you. Yeah, we've been, I mean, me and Mrs. Rooster are watching them too. Something new. Yeah, I don't know, Sapphire. It's safe, people. It's Twitch. It's like YouTube, just live streaming, a lot more live streaming than videos. So, Unseen Classic Series. Yeah, I'm working on it myself. I'm working on that, and I was watching Next Generation last night, and then I got sleepy because we were drinking some wine. It made me sleepy. So let's see. All right. I mean, this was a tough war in Marvel Strike Force. Season 1 again from DS9. Yeah, I'm in season 1 right now and checking it out. But we kind of like I'm on season 4 of working my way through the Next Generation right now, and then we're flipping over in season 1. And we're kind of like, sometimes I'll watch one of these and then I'll watch another episode, and I bounce back and forth between the two. Because I remember they overlapped when they aired. I don't remember exactly what season it was. I'd have to look it up, but I wanted to see both and all that. Plus, I enjoy yelling Dabo anyway, but you'll get me to fire off some sound effects and all that. So I just want to get this guy done here. He's bringing in the stuff, and then I'm gonna be booting up Twitch. You know, we'll do it takes me like 3 minutes to switch from YouTube to Twitch and get that on. So, you know, hopefully people will be following and kind of come on over and say that we can do a little. There's more shenanigans, more more chat and emoji spamming and different things going on and all that. So we'll be doing that shortly, and then having some fun. And then at some point after Star Trek, I plan to break out probably Elden Ring, but I know Lost Ark runs fine when I'm streaming that. So it's always a question, because every game is a little questionable in the streaming world. Never know what's going to be a pain. But you do need an email address, which most of you have heard of email. You probably have multiple email accounts. So you just create your account, email address, and I think you verify it, something like that, and then boom, you get to say hi and you can chat with us, and then we have a lot more stuff that you can do as far as engagement back and forth. So looking forward to that, and hopefully YouTube gaming and these live streams on YouTube. YouTube is rolling out some of the features that Twitch has. They call it something different, but like soon I'll be able to raid people. I don't know how. They'll have to tell me how, but because Twitch makes it easy, that kind of thing. But they're doing some of those, and they're going to have it where people can buy subscriptions for people in YouTube for someone else. You know, like we have gifted subs over in Twitch and things like that. So they're going to create some of those things. Lost Ark isn't available yet for Euro plebs. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, don't you have a VPN? I'm like, it was released. It's the North American and European server. I thought there are people over there that had it. And does it matter like which country or something, or just no one in all of Europe? Because I thought it was, I thought it was the North American / European release of the game, which it is a fun game. And I'm sure you can use my Amazon link wherever it is to buy stuff in that game and all that. That'll be fun. Okay, oh, we're full. All right, let's do it. VPN. Yeah, it can be a hassle, that's for sure. Some games are sometimes worth it. Lost Ark has the potential to be worth it, I would say. But again, if you don't like that kind of game, then obviously don't. But yeah. Plus, Elden Ring just came out, and of course, that's its own special kind of pain, but pretty freaking cool as well. So, okay, this guy is supposedly recalling. There, subspace. Ever thought? Yes. Are you asking me? You asking me, Patty? Because I'm thinking about streaming it today when we get done with some of our Star Trek stuff on the Twitch stream. Because I was playing it last night to make sure I finally got good enough where we can still laugh at me dying a lot, but I at least know which buttons I'm trying to press. So for the most part. So, and I unlocked stuff, and then I was starting to try out different characters and figuring out what I really like now that I have more of the basic mechanics down. So I was gonna stream that with you guys after we do some more Star Trek. Yeah, no problem. So yeah, I'm gonna try to do it. We may have, until I actually stream something, I never know if it's gonna stream properly or not. But I plan with low settings. Usually things work, except like RuneScape for some reason. So I'm planning on doing that, and I figured we'd give that a test run today. I'll be drinking beer on the stream. We're gonna be playing things, and is that a Steam game? How do you buy? Yeah, it's on Steam. Oh, but you should know. Let me just let public service announcement. These games, the Elden Ring and the games before it, are really hard. I'm not saying that as like you need to be elite like me. I'm not elite like that. All right. These games have a heavy amount of frustration that you have to learn how to play them, and you have to spend some time how to beat these bosses and all that, because you die a lot more than you do in a lot of other games. People do like them, and this open world looks freaking awesome. So I'm happy to show that, and we'll talk about that when I get on there a little later. But there's a learning curve that is steep, and like for me, this was my first time playing one of the games in this franchise, which are all like this, but this one is expansively open world and all that, and I can futz around and do stuff and avoid the really hard stuff that I can't do. But I get wiped out by normal mobs, and I'm like, okay, now let's learn how to fight that, that kind of thing. It's like you'll get to laugh with me and at me while I play that. But speaking of which, though, I don't want you to waste your money if you're like, oh, it'll be too frustrating. So I've played for about an hour and a half in multiple parts, working through figuring out how to, like, well, I barely know how to move. Oh, I don't know how to do that. Oh, till the point where I could get through the tutorial successfully and start kind of trying to play it. So I know I ain't one of the master gamers out there. So anyway, but I try. I am having fun with it, so I think it's worth enjoying. But we'll stream and you can check it out. Anyway, there's the automated Twitch link coming up again. And that's kind of the cue. I'm going to go ahead and close out here. We usually do a couple hours. We've gone over that by just a little bit, not much. So I'm going to do that. Remember, after we get there, make sure you please give that thumbs up. We'll do that. We'll do some Star Trek. We'll check in on some of our Marvel Strike Force stuff as kind of intermission variety play, and we'll probably transition and see if we can run Elden Ring. After we do some more Star Trek stuff. I am going to yell Dabo and all that as we run some other stuff. So we've got some more. I got to open the Epic Armada chest, so definitely got to yell out Dabo and hope we get Enterprise and D4 shards and things like that. And we'll see if what we can upgrade for this event. So Star Trek's not over. We're going to go over there and just have more shenanigans on Twitch. So it'll be about three minutes or so. I'm going to close here, finalize that, and move to the next one, launch the Twitch. So I hope you're over there. Harmonica, Luke, great talking with you as well. Thank you for being here so much of the stream, and everyone else who's been in here. I hope to see you over there in Twitch, and we'll have some fun. Anyway, y'all take care. CockADoodle do.